Good afternoon, this is MetLoop meteorologist Nancy Koslick here with an update on today's forecast. We're currently watching a wide area of showers and thunderstorms making their way through portions of the south. We've got that activity extending from parts of Tennessee back down through Mississippi, Arkansas, and trailing into the eastern portions of Texas. Luckily, this afternoon we're not looking for anything in the way of widespread severe weather, but we could see some of these thunderstorms with locally heavy rainfall, of course dangerous lightning, and we can never rule out the possibility of some high winds and small hail as well. Now, the biggest concern heading into the rest of today and really over the next several days is the continued stormy weather up into the Pacific Northwest and extending all the way down into the northern portions of California. This afternoon, we're continuing to track that upper level low as it makes its way onshore, impacting especially the western portions of Washington right now, with that rainfall extending again all the way as far south as northern California. Now, one of the big things that's along with this system besides the heavy rainfall is the intense wind. We're seeing wind gusts right now well into the 50s for northwestern portions of Washington, and this is going to continue into the next several days. So these are very dangerous conditions, especially the closer you get to the coastal regions. And we caution everybody that lives in this area of the country that over the next few days, limit that travel if at all possible, and just make sure that you are staying indoors and staying put as this storm continues to make its way through your area. Looking ahead into the rest of this afternoon and the evening hours, we're going to continue to see quite the mess for the western portions of the United States. Lots of that widespread heavy rainfall will continue for the Pacific Northwest and extending all the way down into portions of Northern California and as far east as Idaho and heading into the very southwestern portions of Montana and parts of Wyoming as well. So as we start to head off to the east, we could start to see actually some snowfall, especially for portions of northwest Wyoming by later on tonight. But where we're really going to continue to pay attention to are those extremely high winds and the very heavy rainfall for the Pacific Northwest. And again, this is not only going to be for today, but heading into the next several days as well. We're looking for these conditions to stick around all the way through this weekend, with rain chances staying in the forecast into early next week. Rainfall over the next 48 hours will continue to be extremely high throughout portions of the West Coast. We're looking from extending all the way from western Washington down through the western portions of Oregon and into northern California, those rainfall totals of several more inches before the next 48 hours is done. In fact, we could see up to 11 more inches of rainfall for extreme southwestern portions of Oregon and northwestern portions of California into the next couple of days. So once again, if you live in this area of the country, make sure that you are limiting travel and staying in place through this weekend, as conditions will continue to be very dangerous. Stay with MetLoop. Keep checking back on Facebook and metloop.com for more updates. We'll stay with you all the way through the weekend as we continue to track this system. Thank you for watching and have a great afternoon.